Okay, I guess welcome back to the channel. I haven't posted anything in almost 2 months, but here I am. All my other videos are trading cards, but today I'm gonna show you some things that something that I collect way more than cards. Not that I won't do cards. I do have some cards in football, hockey, and wrestling. So, um, kind of went into the lull with the football season being over for a while, and WWE releasing one of my favorite wrestlers. I haven't been as interested in opening them, but I will get back to that at some point, I'm sure. But today I'm going to show some video game pickups I got at Too Many Games, which is a convention every year held around the end of June, just outside of Philly in Oaks, Pennsylvania. All right, first I'm going to start with the things that aren't actual video games or video game accessories. So first I got this whiskey glass with a little Pac-Man guys. I like to think it's Clyde, the orange one. It could be Inky, Blinky, or Pinky, but I'm going to say it's Clyde because it's my glass, so I can do that. Got that for about $10, I believe. Pretty cool. Put my Bluebird bourbon in that. Have a nice drink. All right, up next I got a couple albums here that I picked up from, I think it was Respawn Records. I don't know if it's going to fit because of my zoom, but first I got the Mario 64 Demastered. So it's like the Mario 64 soundtrack, but with like 8-bit style. I haven't listened to them yet, either this or the other one, but I probably will later today, actually. So I get my record player set up again. And then next I got R-Wing Odyssey, which is a Star Fox. And I believe this is like metal or something like that. So yeah, saw these. I've seen them for a couple years when I went to Too Many Games, and I never pulled the trigger. But this year I decided to pull the trigger. Take a look at their album, some of the albums that Respawn had. I saw these two, and I thought, why not? Two of my favorite game series. So I figured pick them up, see what they're like. Okay, so now let's get to some video games and video game accessories here. So first up, I got this Dreamcast light gun. I only have House of the Dead 2, which I also have on the Wii. I can just use it with the Wii, but I figured I saw this, and they didn't release the light gun when House of the Dead 2 came out due to, I believe it was Columbine was why they didn't want to do it. But I saw this, picked that up so I can play House of the Dead 2 on Dreamcast with a light gun. So I do love light gun games, which will come back up, well, right now. So next I got a Time Crisis 3 and a GunCon 2. I already have a GunCon 2, but I guess can't never have too many of the light guns because they can be finicky. Which I got with Crisis as I picked up Time Crisis 3. And do I have the other one ready? Let's see. Might as well just go through all the light gun games I got. I got a few of them, but not. So next I got a Vampire Knight. These are games I never played because I didn't have a GunCon when I had the PS2 when I was younger. I didn't have many light gun games really, besides Duck Hunt. I always liked playing. I play them in the arcades and stuff. Like, even though I'm not particularly good at them, but whatever. I find it fun. So yeah, I was looking forward to checking these out. Probably check these out as soon as I'm done here. Okay, and I think I have one more light gun game. Let me see if I can find it. This one kind of chaps my hide a little bit. Steams my hams. And that is Corpse Killer for Sega Saturn. And the reason I'm upset about it is I bought this, and then probably 20 minutes later I saw it at another booth for the same price, the same game, but with the manual. So I just, I should have circled back and maybe I would have be able to get one for the manual, but I wasn't going to buy it twice, so I just, accepted my fate. And now I guess I'll go to some NES games. Starting off with a belated birthday present my wife got me. As Donkey Kong 3. This is it's my favorite version of Donkey Kong, at least for the arcades. My favorite Donkey Kong game out of the 3 arcade games. And actually, I like the arcade games more. I like Donkey Kong Country, so really, just my favorite. My childhood dentist, used to have Donkey Kong 3 in the waiting room, and I used to play it all the time. I guess my dream would be to get a Donkey Kong 3 arcade cabinet, which are hard to find because they didn't actually make them. They were just conversion kits for your Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr. cabinet. So I would certainly not find any for a price that I'd be willing to spend. So this will have to do, but you know what? I'm excited. Love getting games in box. The box is actually in pretty decent shape for, being 40 years old. Okay. And next, I picked up Bart versus the Space Mutants. Honestly, I'm probably never going to play this. I've played it before when I was a kid. But I'm just a big Simpsons fan, so it's really like it's more of a display piece just with the artwork. Box, is a okay shape. I mean, actually, it's actually in really decent shape. Again, these things are like, all minimum 30 years old and closer to 40. So being in the shape they're in is pretty impressive. And then I got a game that I love, but I actually have the Famicom version in box. My favorite Super Mario game, Super Mario Brothers 3. Let's see, I paid $55.99 for it. Again, good shape for being 35 years old. It's got a little rip there at the top, but it's fine. I'm willing to accept that for the price because I saw at other booths, people were charging like $90 for this, and it wasn't in like significantly better significantly better condition. So for $56, I was more than happy to pick it up. Okay, what I got next here? All right, and next I picked up Super Mario Maker for Wii U. It was I think it was $20, 15 or 20, I can't remember. I know you can't really get the online other people's courses anymore. But this comes with an art booklet, and it's I've played Mario Maker 2 all the time. Well, I say all the time. I used to play it all the time. Played it in a little while, but so I figured why not pick up the first one? And maybe I'll actually try building. I've never built a level in the second one. Maybe I'll build it with this one. Because you use the gamepad and the stylus, it'll actually be easier to actually drag and drop stuff into the layout. And I do like that it has a booklet with it, so I like looking through art books and whatnot. So at least I'll get value out of that, even if I never play it. Okay. I got 2 more games left here, and I will wrap it up. First, I'll go with SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. I played this game a bunch back in 2005. And then I traded it in when I got my Xbox 360 and picked up 2007 and Gears of War, which is why I got my 364 Gears of War. But then I kind of wish I didn't trade in, like most people that have traded in things from their, youth. I mean, I was 18, so I can't say childhood. I was 19 when I traded in. I was 18 when I bought it. So I figured I saw this for a decent price. And I took the sticker off. I think this was $15. Could be wrong. But whatever. It wasn't much more than that. It wasn't like $50 or anything, which is what I paid for it in 2005. And then the final one, which was $50, is a game I actually already have, but I don't have complete in box. That is WrestleMania 2000. And with that, I have all 4 North American AKI wrestling games in complete in box. And actually, all I need is Virtual Pro 2, which I have a card of, but I don't have the box or manual. But I do have the manual for Virtual Pro 64, and I'll include Japanese ones. I'd have 6. But it doesn't have the little what's the lenticular card. But you know, whatever. Maybe one day I'll come across that. But yeah, I loved this game when I was a kid. I remember I was so bummed I didn't get it for Christmas because Santa was sold out of it in his workshop. So I got WrestleMania, the arcade game, for PlayStation, which as you may know if you've played them, very different game. It's a midway, pretty much fighter, in the vein like Mortal Kombat and all both wrestlers. Then a few days later, with the money I got from my grandparents for Christmas, I went to KB and bought this and played it for the next year, almost exclusively it seems, until No Mercy came out. So when I saw this and I saw it was $50, I was like, you know what? That's a price I am willing to pay, and that I did, and that will do it for me here for my Too Many Games pickup. I do love going to Too Many Games. This is probably the most I've ever spent at Too Many Games in terms of most I've ever bought, certainly in quantity. Probably the most I ever spent, 'cause I don't think I ever usually ever buy too much rarish things or things that are hard to find or that I would like to get in person. And plus I got like a $200 game that my wife bought me for my birthday, which was nice, very generous. But to be fair, I did buy her a Switch 2 for her birthday, because her birthday's the end of May, mine's the middle of June, so we had a trade. But it's kind of like our half Christmas almost. But yeah, that's going to do it for me here for my Too Many Games pickups. If you took the time to watch, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you later.